Hi guys, how are you all? So happy Monday, right? So are you all ready for a amazing week? Are you all ready for the hassles of the week? Are you all ready for the surprises of the week? So if you don't know me, my name is Sharon Risha. I am a RN by myself. I am a mom of two lovely kids, a wife, and a Malayali from Kerala, India, and currently in Pennsylvania. And I am a business coach as well, and I am providing an opportunity for anybody to work. We are providing a platform for people to work from home on their off days. Basically, what we do is like we help people to create an extra stream of income on their off days, right? So some people are asking like, okay, I have a current job, I am very much settled in somewhere, and why do I need a side stream of income? So that is the whole purpose of today's discussion. So basically, first of all, I want to talk about the job security, right? So when people are talking about the job security, what is this all about, right? So if you are a healthcare professional, like people are always sick, right? There will be always vacancy, but is your job secure? That is my question is, okay. For healthcare professionals, mostly you will get a job, but majority of the time you may not be able to go for work, overtime, okay, picking up extra shifts. So as you grow older, like because of some health reason or because of some family commitments or anybody in your family sick, you may not be able to go and work extra, because majority of the time, because I know from US, just one job is not enough, so people are working like multiple shifts. So if you only know just one thing to do, what you do, you pick up extra shift, right? So when you pick up extra shift, what is the cause, what will be the result? You will not be available for your own family. Think about this, right? If you are a mother, if you are a parent, if you are not available for your own kids, what's the point in becoming a parent, right? So I would say, like, a parent's aim or a parent's obligation is not just to make birth of them, and or not just to earn money or to provide, but to be there for them, right? Whenever they need you, or whenever they want to talk, would you have a peace of mind to sit down and talk, right? So if you have that many tension because of the financial stress, you may not be in the right mindset to talk about, to at least to talk to your kids, right? Which is very much needed at this time, at this point of time, when you have like when you're juggling within between your jobs, extra shifts and everything, right? So as long as I think, like, the healthcare professionals, they always have a job, but sometimes think about this, like, you may have like some bad things, some bad colleagues, some politics that's going on in your workplace, and you don't want to go for work, and forget about your normal schedule. But if you want to pick up extra shift in that kind of environment, how toxic it's going to be, how toxic it's going to be in your personal life or professional life either, right? So and another thing that you need to think is, like, for healthcare professionals is okay, like, they always have a job, but how about other field of work? Like, nowadays, like, AI is in place, like people are getting replaced by computers, right? Or artificial intelligence, right? So there are so many layoffs are happening in around the globe. So I know that I'm a business coach. I have many people who are working in IT professional, engineering field, software engineering field, and all. So what they are saying is, like, if they get laid off, they wouldn't even know until they try to log in that morning, and they cannot access the system anymore. That means they got laid off. That is how insecure their job is, right? So if doesn't matter what job you're doing, so it's always wise to have a plan B, right? And another question is that when should I start a plan B, right? So basically, what usually people do when people love what they are doing, right? They do, and they commit, they overcommit to work, right? And then suddenly they get laid off. at that time, in that bad mindset, they will be looking for a side hustle, right? But I would say, like, that is not the right time for you to look for a side hustle. You need to look for a side hustle when you have a stable job, thinking about the insecurities, okay, or anything that could happen, and accepting the reality. And it's always wise to have a plan B if something happens to your job, right? So you should start early enough, because if, say, for example, if you're starting a side hustle, a business, it will take some time for you to develop that side hustle, because the money will not come easily, money will not come quickly, right? So especially when you are in the bad mindset, you tend not to attract money, right? So it's always good to look for a plan B and secure a plan B. Go through that couple of years until you are okay, confident in that side hustle, and your side hustle able to make money for it. Okay, so then it's okay if you lose your job, right? So that is so start early enough, and don't wait until you lose your job. Okay, and another thing I want to say to all the lovely professionals, especially my fellow professionals, my fellow nurses, right? I'm a critical care RN. My fellow nurses, what I want to say is, like, how much passionate are you about your job, right? When you pick up extra shift, when you have nothing of you left in yourself, how much passionate you could be towards yourself, your profession, or you towards your patient care, right? So if you are going for work burned out without adequate sleep, feeling tired, how well you will be able to look after your patient, right? So if you love what you're doing right now, it's very important that you need to start a side hustle so that you don't burn out yourself. When you go there, they can see the real you, right? Your patients can experience the real you, right? That's the whole point in being a nurse or being a healthcare professional, right? So people need care more than medicine. Like, that's the as a nurse or as a healthcare professional, majority of the time, especially as an ICU nurse, majority of the time what we do is we may kind of forget the actual human being lying down there in between all the machines, right? All the technology, all the machine, right? But how much human is left in you to see the other human in that bed, right? So that is the whole point behind it, having a side hustle. Don't burn out yourself. But nowadays, having it's really it's especially, if your husband is not working, if your partner is not working, if you have extra needs, like if your children are going to the university, or you are approaching approaching your golden years, approaching your retirement years. It's all this increased cost of living is a reality that we need to tackle either way, right? So if you don't have a side hustle, you might be picking up extra shift. That may kill all the purpose of being a nurse, being a healthcare professional, being a human, and being a mom, being a parent, right? Because you have nothing left in you, right? And we don't want that to happen, right? So that is why always wise to have a plan B. Okay, you have a plan B doesn't mean that you are you're so much money minded, or you don't love your job. Of course, it's okay to have a side hustle. You still love your job, you can still give your 100% in your job and still build a side hustle. And when you pick up a side hustle, always think about how well you can be involved in it. So any side hustle, any business may have an investment. Can you afford that, or can you pay back? What's the potential of the business? What are the other people who is doing this business? Can it give you any time freedom, or can it give you any financial freedom? Or will you be as if you are picking up extra shift? Will you be tied up in that? These are the things that you need to consider when you find a side hustle. Do you have an automated system to do the job for you, or do you have to do you have to be on the phone, or do you have to be in front of the computer, or do you have to meet the people a lot of time? And then that way you will be consuming a lot of a lot of time in your life. You still get money, but you still don't have time, right? The job, the side hustle that we are doing right now, that is the most beauty of it. I'm not saying that our side hustle doesn't need any income. I mean, doesn't need any work. Of course it does need work, especially in the initial years, until it start making really good amount of money. You need to put in your work. But what you can do is you can decide when and where you want to work. So in our side hustle, you can, it's a very flexible thing. So you can your own calendar, you can have your own calendar, and you can decide when you want to work. And it's a portable business because it's a digital platform. There is not a physical shop. So you, wherever you go, you can, like, say for example, you may be going for holidays, or you may be looking after your parents, or you may be sleeping, or you may be traveling. Whatever you are doing, because it's a digital platform, you can uh, carry it with you, which is very, very important when you pick up an extra shift. All right. So hope this makes sense to you. So if you have any more questions, or if you are ever thinking about a side hustle, or if you're just curious to know more about it, how you can create an extra stream of income on your off days, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. So my Facebook name is Sharon Rishad, and or my Facebook page name is Shirin and Rishad. Or or WhatsApp me. My number is in my page, so I can guide you more, or at least look into. You can look into it. Okay, thank you. God bless you all. Bye.